Alright, we've got ourselves a new target. Right there. Yeah, she's an old medium steam merchant. That is 6 1/4, I'll call it. So right there. Mass height of 30.5, so she's at 1950. 1950, basically. Got a draft of 119. 100, 150, so just please place bow and time. It'd be a nice little prize, 5,000 tons if we manage to hit her. But even if we don't manage to hit her, we can always just use the deck gun. She's not moving very fast. 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and it's only just hitting halfway point now. So 25 seconds are halfway. Actually, we can use that. 25 seconds for halfway, doubled is 50. Her length is 119, so just under that. Puts her at 4.5 knots. Like I said, not moving very fast. Lock that in. Should be a single tube. Her draft is 7. We'll set to 4.
Set to 3 meters. Torpedo depth set to 3 meters. Torpedo depth set to 4 meters. Flooding tube 1.
Let's let her come on for a bit, get her closer to 90.
New contact, merchant, moving fast, closing, pylon 273, long range.
Oh, we got another one coming along. Well then, I guess we'll just sit here for a little bit. What's that? That's like 70, 75, 80, somewhere right there. I'll wait for it to go to 90. And then we'll fire then. Or fairly close to 90.
New contact, merchant, moving fast, closing, pylon 273,
same
long
one.
range.
Same one. Alright, I say right about there is at 80 degrees. We'll lock it in. Waiting for it to come on. We'll aim for the middle. Give her a single tube. That way we got a full load in the front. Next one we made sure to take with a stern torpedo just to keep from running out of his front ones.
Tube 1. Fire.
New contact, merchant, moving fast, closing, pylon 273, long range.
Closing tube 1.
Alright, let's see how well we did. It's looking fairly good now. Yeah, I'll probably try for a stern torpedo tube next time just to keep the balance going. Because we have 4 in the front and 3 total in the back. So let me use up the stern ones first if I can. Because they don't really do much on their own. That's gonna be a hit, definitely. Now, as long as it's not a dud.
Merchant, moving fast, closing, pylon 273, long range.
Actually, that solution was pretty much bang on. That's pretty much a perfect solution. And look at the hole in the side of her. That's her whole side gone. I'd be surprised if she survives. Oh, nope, she's gone. Her crew's abandoning ship. Yep. What a shot. 18,000 tons. So we are just kind of chilling here in the English Channel. Apparently there's a convoy actually coming down on us. We got a merchant closing.
New contact.
Coming this way.
Merchant moving fast. Closing. Pylon 273. Long range.
Surface the boat.
So we'll
Plotting course.
move like
Return
that.
course. Plotting course.
very quickly.
Prepare for course change.
Half speed ahead.
Quite sharpish. That way we can
Returning
bring
to
the
course.
stern tube to bear. And I'll see you when we meet up with that ship. And hopefully we'll be able to sink her too. I mean, it'd be nice to get another easy kill with no escorts around, so hopefully that's what happens. And then possibly we might have a convoy coming this way that we can attack. So I'll see you then. Well, the plan was to use the stern torpedo tubes, however, we've got two ships traveling. Okay, that's a destroyer. What's he escorting? Must be a tanker of some kind. Nope, not that one. That's probably a tanker of some kind. So we'll get a little bit closer.
Minimum speed ahead.
And I'll let them come on. Hopefully the destroyer won't hear us. Has that ship gone down yet? Yeah, it must have just recently went down. Of course, if that destroyer's got any smarts, they'll put them on high alert. But that looks like a tanker, maybe. Let's see. The two masts and a smokestack at the rear are quite tall masts. In comparison, it might be an intermediate tanker. It could be a small tanker.
New contact. Merchant moving fast. Closing. Pylon 7.
Or a medium
5,
tanker
long
itself.
range.
Actually, that medium tanker. Yeah, it's kind of looking like it. Because it looks like it has a uniform shape. Although it doesn't have a square. Which also kind of rule out the intermediate tanker. Might just be a small tanker. Oh no, either way we'll identify her when we get closer. So, I shall see you then. Alright, they've come on a bit. There's a destroyer. That's a small tanker. It's got that little triangles on it. Actually looks quite foggy out. Let's start this. Actually, we can use the destroyer for speed.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Constant distance. Pylon 130. Long range.
No. On Emden, is that a K class? No. Alright, it's actually under escorts. No, it's not a stork. It's not the stork. It's not a black sloop or river class. No. HMS Walker. That's what it might be. That's what it looks like. Got the right mass. Got the right gun platform, right
New
torpedoes.
contact. Warship moving slow. Constant distance. Pylon 131.
Well, wait till she's in the middle.
Long range.
Be right there. So 17 seconds, and we'll keep looking. It's not quite right. There she is. She's a tribal. Alright, so tribal has a length of 118. $17 doubled is 34. And then it's 118 length. Puts her going at just over 6.5 knots.
New contact. Merchant. Moving fast. Closing. Peilung 49. Medium range.
Alright, and then we go back to nope, not udder. Tankers. Who is a small tanker. Yeah, that looks exactly like her. She's got a gun in the stern. But none of the other tankers have that little triangle. So it's gotta be her. But there. Stack it. She's at 4.5, I'll call it. Four and a half-ish. Mass height of 19.7. Puts her at 1,700, just over 1,750.
New contact. Warship. Moving slow. Constant distance. Peilung 1,
6.5.
4. Long range.
1,750. Lock that in. Did not have any need for you anymore. Nor you. AOB is on this side of the ship. Stick it there for now. Let's wait for her to come on. So we'll speed up time just a little bit. Wait for her to come.
New contact. Warship. Moving slow. Constant distance. Peilung 1, 3, 5. Long range.
Yeah, her escort's just simply going away.
New contact. Warship. Moving slow. Constant distance. Peilung 1, 3, 8. Long range.
She's a Greek ship, and she's under escort by the Royal Navy. You're definitely going to fire upon
New
her.
contact. Warship. Moving slow. Constant distance. Peilung 1, 3, 9. Long range.
Plus she's armed. Alright, slow it down. Her AOB right now looks like 80, 85. Lock that in.
Flooding tube 1.
Draft is 4.5, so we're good. At 4.1. The 2 to fully flood. Tube 1.
Tube
Close.
1. Close. Closing tube 1.
New depth.
4, 3
meters.
Go deep. And let's see how well we did. I suspect that destroyer is not going to be very happy in a couple of moments. I was about to say maybe we misidentified her.
Current depth.
Nope.
20 meters.
No joy.
New contact. Warship. Moving fast. Closing. Peilung 1, 4, 4. Long range. Current depth. 30 meters.
Are these all warships? They're all
New
warships.
contact, warship moving fast, moving away. Peilung 307, medium range.
Something was
Plotting
off.
course. Returning to course.
Might have misidentified
Plotting
the
course.
destroyer.
Yes.
Who knows? Might have. I probably should have rechecked the
Prepare for
range.
course change.
Minimum speed ahead.
Oh well. Let's see if we can't find this convoy that was reported here.
Returning to course.
I doubt this will be it. This is all warships. You never know.
Plotting course.
So, I'll break things off here, and I'll bring you back should either the destroyers come and start depth charging, or if we find that convoy, which I'm assuming is coming this direction. So I shall see you then. Alright, a quick situational update, which almost made me spit out my hot chocolate that I was drinking, which is only warm now. Not super hot, but then again, I drink it when it's super hot. Yeah, these guys just appeared at the same time as these guys. So either we've really pissed off the Royal Navy, or there's two convoys passing close to each other at the exact same time. When I mean by close, I mean like 40 kilometers away. Is that periscope? Well, we're not even at periscope depth. We're at 42 meters. That's like 39 kilometers. Almost 40 kilometers away from us, which means almost 80 kilometers apart. So, relatively close. So, I'm gonna watch these, see if they either shrink or grow. And if they grow, because I'm suspecting that this is a convoy. This is way too many ships just to be an escort group. Then again, I could have severely pissed off the Royal Navy. Some latest batch of scones or something like that. And that they're out to hunting me, but I suspect that that's a convoy. So I shall watch them, try to get in a position to hunt them. Depends on what this group does. Although they are getting farther away, they're 20 kilometers. So this guy here, he's at 11 kilometers. And again, the surface conditions aren't the best. In fact, when we were firing at that guy, his gun started to disappear. That's how foggy it is. He was inside 2 kilometers. So, we might be possibly safe to surface. So I'll watch them, see what they do, and if possible I'll get into position to attack. And I'll see you then.
Long range.
Oh dear.
Wasserbomben.
Oh dear.
Neue Tiefe 4 Meter. Wasserbomben.
Dive! Dive! Dive!
Wasserbomben.
Luckily they're not shaking the fruit yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they detected us. Well, we're not going to attack this city. Oh dear! Yes, this
New
was
contact. Warship moving slow. Closing.
entirely
9. Long range.
an escort group. Oh, that's a Dado, I think. Or Ditto. Escorts, traders, warships. I want to look now. I mean, we're not going to attack this. Not a Leander. Actually, that is a Leander.
New contact. Warship moving fast. Closing. Peilung 55. Long range.
That's flying a Royal Navy ensign, so it can't be a Leander. There it is, it's a Dido.
Meter.
Ditto. Ditto light cruiser. I was right in saying it was Ditto. Yeah, it was just entirely warships.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Peilung 59. Long range.
You don't say. I think this was a bad plan. I think mistakes were made. Luckily, this Ditto doesn't have any anti-aircraft guns. Hold on. Hold everything now. Are you guys...
Warship moving slow. Closing.
What are you doing?
7. Long range.
Why are you inside the torpedo tubes? Get out of there. Get out of the torpedo tubes. Also...
New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Peilung 262.
Oh, someone's depth charging us. Oh. Those are hedgehogs.
Wasserbomben.
Those are hedgehogs.
3-0 Meter.
Wasserbomben. New contact. Warship moving fast. Closing. Peilung 107. Long range.
Oh dear.
Wasserbomben.
Yes, you don't say.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Peilung 216.
You really don't say. This might be the end. Hopefully it won't. Because they appear to be horribly inaccurate. Oh dear. Oh dear. I was about to say they're being horribly inaccurate until this guy came along. However, they are almost depth charging each other. Well, they're close enough that they're shaking the steward's control the plates and all that. You know that stuff. They're shaking that, but they're not shaking the fruit.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Peilung
Yes, I believe
medium range.
the plan now is to get out of Dodge and resupply at Brest, because we are basically
Zeichne Kurs.
out of torpedoes and we're down to less than 50% fuel.
Zeichne Kurs. Zeichne Kurs. Zeichne Kurs.
That will be our course. Actually, we might not even have to go into Brest. We might be able to go to here. And let's just hope that we actually don't get depth charged. I hear sirens. That's not good. There's a lot of destroyers about. And that Ditto cruiser with the guys still inside of
New
torpedo
contact.
tubes.
Warship moving slow. Constant distance. Peilung 1.
Hold on, was that an army guy?
Short range.
That looked like that was an army dude. Hold on a second. What are you doing? Stop. What are you doing? Unless you're like an SAS or a Marine. But you're on a Royal... Well, I mean, Marine or an SAS might make sense, but a regular army. You're on a Royal Navy ship. What are you... You got on the wrong ship, man. You got on the wrong ship.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Constant distance. Peilung 217. Short range.
More? Yeah, this is quite the party. Does note that we don't have much battery power left. So I will break things off.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Peilung 206. Short range.
Those look they're off still.
Contact. Warship moving fast. Constant distance. Peilung 1.
Oh dear.
5. Short range.
We don't really have the battery power to be sprinting anywhere. That's passing almost directly overhead.
Tiefe beträgt 4,0 Meter.
We can hear the sirens, which is always never good.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
Did you just double speak? He just double spoke. Don't do that. Oh dear.
Pressure hull breach. Pressure hull taking damage.
Everyone okay back here? Think so. I don't think everything's okay up here. They're wounded. Right, small bit of damage there. Small bit of damage there.
New contact. Warship moving fast. Constant distance. Pilot 7-8. Short range.
Close enough to rock the boat, but not too close.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Constant distance. Pilot 203. Short range.
Well, the Royal Navy won't run out of fish today. I'll tell you that. They won't run out of fish anytime soon.
New
Oh dear.
Warship moving slow.
Why is there water on my screen?
Pilot 253.
Ah!
Pressure hull breach. Pressure hull taking damage. Pressure hull repaired. Diesel propulsion not functional.
That'd be why. Ensuite shower. Again, relatively minor damage. Flooding's under control, flooding under control, flooding under control. We shouldn't sink from this, we just got a couple ensuite showers. Although we are flooding.
Pressure hull repaired.
What does this valve even do? What does this thing even do? That's just something. An underwater speed dial? This might be part of the TDC.
New contact. Warship moving fast. Closing. Pilot 125. Long range.
Yeah, light flooding, nothing major.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Pilot 125.
In fact, the showers have even stopped already. It's just a little bit sparky. And these valves are leaking.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Pilot 128. Long range.
A little bit sparky up here.
New contact.
Torpedo room is fine.
Moving slow. Closing. Pilot 130. Long range.
In fact, I'm surprised that these light bulbs haven't shattered. Where are the torpedoes that are casting these shadows? Also, what are casting these shadows? Do I want to know what's been going on up here? I don't think I do. I'm gonna leave now.
Pressure hull repaired.
No more sparking in here, that's good. Still got a couple showering. Put the chart away, man. It's gonna get soaked. This dial doesn't have a needle. Engineer, could you fix this?
Back online. Pressure hull repaired. New contact. Warship moving fast. Moving away. Pilot 156. Short range. Pressure hull repaired.
Shift sprig. Frequenzer break. Last strike? Tiffy? I'm just reading things here because I was gonna cut it off, but they keep depth charging. How many depth charges are you gonna drop? How much fish do you need? The answer, I'm guessing, is all the fish. These do nothing. Or at least nothing that I can see. Aufschriftwinkel? Schiffsprail. Ship something. That might be battery power. Not quite. It's at 50%. When we're at whatchamacallit, 44. Oh, that might be just the hours. So we might have 50 amp hours left. And that's 44% battery. Yay, no more showers. That's good. Don't dare give us more showers.
Wasserbomben. New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Pylon 327. Long range.
This man cares nothing about the depth charges. He's too interested in his book. Interesting that they haven't eaten any more oranges. I think that's always the same amount of oranges. Shouldn't that meat be already eaten? It would go bad. And same with this meat. And this meat. Cook, you're doing a terrible job.
Wasserbomben.
You know how much meat has gone bad on this cruise? Oh. Hi, flooding.
Wasserbomben.
That looks like an escape hatch. Or a chute to drop food down, considering this is the galley.
Oh, we are not in contact yet.
No.
Everybody's been asking me the same thing. Just because we conquered France doesn't mean that I'm going to serve hors d'oeuvre or entrees now. This is a German U-boat with German food
Wasserbomben.
and nothing else.
Wasserbomben.
Oh,
Okay.
we're not in combat yet.
Wasserbomben.
What is that recipe? I want to read that recipe. Thank you, whoever went outside in all the explosions to fix the deck gun.
5. Long range.
You get 9 across. Where's that water coming from? It's coming out of the hull. Oh, so those droplets appear to be always facing the same type of way. With their bottom away from the base of the camera. Very interesting droplets we have here and here. This tank is leaking.
Wasserbomben.
You guys got some small showers.
Contact. Warship moving slow. Constant distance. Pylon 198. Short range.
How many depth charges do you still have?
Torpedo tube 0.
Wasserbomben.
Repaired.
I guess that answers my question.
Pressure hull repaired.
Are we done?
Wasserbomben.
No. They're literally just depth charging off their stern. It's literally what they're doing. I'm surprised that they don't start sinking themselves. That's what they're doing. They're just sitting still and dropping depth charges. Who put that guy in command of that ship?
New contact.
He's gonna sink
Warship
himself.
Moving slow. Closing. Pylon 132. Long range.
Seriously, who put that guy in charge? He's gonna end up sinking his own ship. Actually, is he backing up?
Wasserbomben.
No, he's just sitting there. I was gonna say, if he was backing up over his own depth charges, that'd be even worse. Actually, he doesn't even have any propellers. That's why he blew up his own propellers. Did you do the same thing? No, you did not. But you did. Good job, whoever's in charge here. Good job.
Wasserbomben.
Good job. The Ditto is still steaming around the outside. With nothing to do since it doesn't have any depth charges. You're actually
New
still moving.
contact. Warship moving fast. Moving away. Pylon 153. Short range.
Seriously, why don't you stop depth charging yourself? You're going to sink yourself if you don't stop. Are you done? Are we done here? I told you so. What did I just
New
tell you?
contact. Warship moving slow. Constant distance.
Don't
Pylon
blame this on me.
129. Long
Stop
range.
depth charging yourself. Seriously.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Constant distance. Pylon 197. Medium range.
Seriously. Who put this guy in charge of this ship? Who did this?
Wasserbomben. New contact. Warship moving
There's my mouse again.
Closing. Pylon 148. Long range. Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
Oh.
Periscope destroyed. Pressure hull.
Ah. That's a lot of red. That was an almost direct hit.
Blow all ballast. Extreme speed ahead. Current depth. High. Low extra tank. 0 meters.
Surface. You did a good job.
Current depth 60 meters.
Actually, hold on. Back emergency.
Back emergency. Pressure hull heavily damaged.
Drag us out of the water. Maybe. Since the bow stuff is destroyed. Let's see.
Blow all ballast.
There we go. We're raising. Come on. Back emergency. Of course, you guys can't actually see this.
We have heavy flooding.
Let's put it this way. We're doing a handstand again. I'm gonna go to the stern. It's quieter there. It's much quieter over here. Actually, it's quietest right here. I'm gonna stand here. Oh, we're actually going up. Look at that. It's working. Very slowly. Either that or we're just literally tipping on our nose. We might be just tipping on our nose. I think we're just tipping on our nose. Yeah, I think we're just tipping on our nose. Yes, we were just tipping on our nose.
All stop!
Nope. This is the end.
We have heavy flooding!
Thank you. I can see that from here. However, that guy cares. These guys care nothing about the flooding. They just want to read their books. And why are we doing jumping? Oh. Flooding in here. I think your bread's gonna get wet. Especially if you drop it on the floor. But yes, how is that soup staying in that pot? And in that bowl? How? How is that bowl staying in place? How are those knives staying off the wall? I have many questions and no answers. Considering, yes, we are leaning forwards, how are those knives staying off the wall? But, I'm gonna call it here for the career. There is... everything in here is destroyed. Everything in here is destroyed. Except for the batteries and the sonar. Because that's of real use to us right now. Everything in here is destroyed except for the dive planes, except the dive planes are blown off. And the sensor, except we can't really do anything with that. So I will, of course, pick a new boat, pick a new captain, all that fun stuff when we come back for the next round. And hopefully we'll fare a better fate than accidentally pissing off 2 escort groups at the same time. Well, thank you all for watching, and try to avoid flooding in the future, especially if you're in a kitchen, because if you drop something on the floor, it's just gonna float away. Also, I want to learn his mystery about how he keeps his liquids level when the boat is off level. So I'll see you then.